Hey guys, Trudy here from It's the True Story, and today, I gave a lot of thought about today. Today, I decided that I'm going to do something I like to do every once in a while, and it's something called True Story Time. So the true story is this. The last several months, I have borne witness to a bunch of things that have been really devastating and horrible. And I'm not going to tell you all the details because, you know what? You don't need to know all the details, but what you need to know, sometimes it's hard to get through times. And it's times like these that we need each other more and more. And I'm hoping that whatever's going on with you is kick-ass and summertime fun and everything amazing. But maybe you read news headlines and you're disturbed, or maybe you hear things on the street and you're upset. And that's been my experience lately too. So I thought about what I wanted to do today, and what I decided was that as a part of the True Story Time would be to read you a story. Because also it's hot as fuck outside where I am, and all I want to do is sit inside in air conditioning and read books. So if you can relate, you should sit here and listen to a book I love from my childhood that I read to my children, and now I'm going to read it to you. It's also a book that in summertime when I was at summer camp would be read all the time as kind of an inspirational thing for campers. And it's a book by a man named Shel Silverstein called The Giving Tree. It's a classic. Have you heard of it? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But either way, I'm going to read it to you. And it goes a little bit like this. Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb her trunk and swing from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and seek. Kind of a smart tree, actually. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much, and the tree was happy. But time went by. Oh, time. You're always going by like that, aren't you? And the boy grew older, and the tree was often alone. Some people might think this is about parenthood, and I bet it is on some levels, but it's not just about us parents, kids. And kids, it's not just about you kids. It's about all of us. Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in the shade and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" This boy has audacity, I'll tell you. "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you'll have some money, and you will be happy." It's probably a lot of apples, man, to buy that kind of happiness. And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy. And she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I'm too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife, and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house. But you may cut off my branches and build a house, and then you'll be happy." That's a tall order, boy. And the tree is only too happy to oblige. She's awesome. And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build a house. The boy is also very industrious, very impressed. And the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time. And when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come play." "I'm too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." I know sailing makes me happy too. And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. I'm sorry, boy, said the tree, but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone. My teeth are too weak for apples, said the boy. My branches are gone, said the tree. You cannot swing on them. I'm too old to swing on branches, said the boy. My trunk is gone, said the tree. You cannot climb. I'm too tired to climb, said the boy. I'm sorry, sighed the tree. I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I'm just an old stump. I'm sorry. I don't need very much now, said the boy. Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I'm very tired. Well, said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could. Well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down and rest. And the boy did. And guess what? The tree was happy. That's the end of this, and that's the end of this week's episode. All I have to say, y'all, is just remember, we're not alone in our suffering, and so when you remember that, and you just give a little kindness, it comes back. And maybe we can all just rest and enjoy it and sit in the shades, because it's freaking hot. If you like what we're doing here, please like, subscribe, come back. We're here every first and Thursday of the month, pretty much, and you know what? I love giving it up for you, and I thank you so much for giving it up for me and showing up and watching my videos, and bye.